Hello, Professor. My name is Oluwatoyin Blessing Olufemi. I'm going to be giving my individual course reflection on the three main themes from this course that impacted my understanding and learning of human resources planning and development. The three main themes are strategic management, change management, downsizing, and restructuring. The rationale behind choosing it is the first one is strategic management. I believe this is the basic foundation to fully understanding HR planning and development. The whole chapter of the textbook analyzes the steps to take in the strategic planning process. I believe because of how HRO is, how strategic it has to be, you have to follow steps in the strategic planning process. You cannot just skip it or jump it. So this is one of the basic reason why this team speaks a lot to me this whole semester. The next one is change management. The ability to manage change is necessary for HR managers. In this our ever evolving world and ever changing world, and what we noticed with the emergence of the pandemic and the after effect of it, companies were only able to survive and come out better through effective HR planning by anticipating and knowing how best to handle it. So I believe by understanding these principles, HR professionals can effectively support organization change initiative and contribute to the overall success of the organization. Then downsizing and restructuring. This has a profound impact on HR plan and development, influencing how organizations manage their workforce structure and resources. I believe the workforce is the primary energy house of an organization. Therefore, for a company to thrive is a major reason why downside and restructuring they are among the teams are most influenced by. Okay, so I'm going to be explaining how strategic management improved my understanding of the strategic nature of HR. The first one is because of the steps, like I mentioned, that are involved in the strategic planning process, which are six steps, which is to establish the missions, vision, and value of the organization, develop objective of what you're trying to achieve in the HR planning process. You have to analyze the external environment in your organization, then also identify the competitive position of your organization. Then you have to implement the strategy which you have already planned. And then after implementing that strategy, you have to evaluate the performance of the very strategy you have done. So you cannot just go into HR without being HR planning, sorry, without being strategic and knowing the steps to take in getting the success of that your HR plan. Next one is how change management improve my understanding of strategic nature of HR. So I believe the first one is you have to the HR manager has to be change ready, develop a culture that is open to change and innovation. So HR practices such as performance management, training and development can be used to cultivate a workforce that is flexible and adaptable to change. Another reason is managing transformation because HR is often responsible for managing organization transformations such as mergers, acquisitions, or reorganization. Change management principles provide HR with the tools and techniques to effectively lead employees through these changes while minimizing resistance and maximizing options, and also building change capabilities and also assessing the impact of change on employees. Sorry. So I'm also going to be talking about how downsizing and restructuring has improved my understanding of the strategic nature of HR. The first one is alignment with organization goals. So I believe for a company, for an HR manager to just develop a plan for the company, any plan that they have to do has to align with the organizational goals. So any downsizing and restructuring that the HR manager has to put in place, they have to think about the organizational goals, then the legal and ethical considerations, the plan I'm going to make, with it is it legal, is it ethical, then also talent and reputation management. While downsizing, you have to think about the talent you have and the one you actually really need while downsizing and restructuring your organization. So everything about these three teams has been very strategic, like has improved my understanding of how strategic HR has to be. You cannot just go and jump any step or know why you have to take any HR plan or development. So next time is talking about my work cited, and thank you very much. Thank you for teaching.